should get rid of that, but I'm gonna leave it. Welcome to day 10 of the orange section. Day 10 of the orange section is fractions. We start off on page 69. You are going to subtract to find the difference. Remember, the difference is an answer to a subtraction problem. And write the answers in simplest form. Don't worry about the simplest form. We didn't teach that to you yet, and I'm not gonna worry about it right now. But the first thing they give you is 4 over 5 minus 1 over 5. Subtract the numerators, keep the same denominator. Subtract the numerator, keep the same denominator. So 4 minus 1 equals 3 over 5. Number 1. Keep the denominator. So I can already just do this. That denominator is not changing. Next year you're changing denominators, but this year you are not. 7 over 8 minus 2 over 8. So what's 7 minus 2? That equals 5. And like I said, we haven't done simplest form yet, so don't worry about it. Number 4, you're going to have to subtract the whole numbers and so I'm going to do it, 8 6/10. I'm actually going to, instead of number 4, I'm actually going to put it the sideways. You can choose to do it any way you want. For the sake of this video, I'm doing it this. Tens are the same. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to subtract 6 minus 5. What's 6 minus 5? 1/10. 8 minus 3 equals 5. Let me just check and make sure that you won't have to do any ungrouping, which I don't see you having to do any ungrouping. So just do your best. You can subtract the fractions first. Make sure you do not change the denominator. You're just going across to the numerator. Write 3 ways to conserve each resource: water, trees, oil, and wildlife habitats. If we've learned anything from our time home, that taking care of our environment is really important. It's always been important. But we've also learned that we have such an impact on how our earth is used, and the value of us, of the world, calming down, staying in, has really, really, really positively impacted the environment and showed us how important that is. So even when this is done, I want you to remember, our environment is really important, and we have an impact. We have to stop the damaging of the environment. So let's keep working. Now page 7D, it's read the poem, then answer the questions. So I'm going to read the poem for you and go over the questions, and you guys can answer them. From Rain in Summer by Henry W. Longfellow. How beautiful is the rain after the dust and heat in the broad and fiery street and the narrow lane. How beautiful is the rain. How it clatters along the roofs like the tramp of hoofs. How it gushes and struggles out from the throat of the overflowing spout. Across the window pane it pours and pours, and swift and wide with a muddy tide, like a river down the gutter roars, the rain, the welcome rain. In the country on every side, where far and wide, like a leopard's tawny and spotted hide, stretches the plain to the dry grass and the drier grain, how welcome is the rain. It's pretty welcome. Longfellow uses several similes in the poem. Choose one simile and write down the line. Tell what 2 things are going to be compared. A simile is comparing 2 objects using the 2 words, one of these options, like or as. So if your hair is like hay or straw, it might be really dry. If your breath is like a garbage can, or your breath is as stinky as a garbage can, first of all, that's weird. I don't know why I said that, but that is, you're comparing 2 things. So your breath to the garbage, your hair to straw, using like or as. So you're gonna find 2 similes in there. Like or as is your key word to look for. Why is the author so joyful to have it rain? That's up to you. You figure that out. There's information in there that kind of tells you a little clue that why the rain might be so welcome. And then how does the author's outlook affect the tone of the poem? Rewrite a line from the poem using a different tone. Does everybody see rain as welcoming? Maybe not. So how does the author's outlook affect the tone? This is how the author feels about what's happening. So the outlook, he is seeing rain as a good thing. So if he didn't see rain as a good thing, I want you to rewrite a line that will have a different tone. The way that things are read. When we read that, we felt positivity. We felt like there was a happiness about the rain. But if you weren't happy, we would read that differently. And the tone would feel much darker and much, not quite as happy. It wouldn't say, oh, how welcome is the rain, exclamation mark. So I want you to pick one of those. Pick a line, switch it, say they're not happy. All right, thanks for coming out for day 10.